Hello everyone. Today I'm making a little vlog for you. Actually, we're going to talk a bit about ethanol. I know several people who are confused about E85 ethanol. They don't really know what it is. They're not sure if they should use it, if it's good for the car, or if it's not. So I thought I'd talk about it, give you my opinion, and share what I personally do with ethanol. And maybe it could help some of you. I own several vehicles, including a 1998 Honda HR-V with a 1.6 engine and 105 horsepower. It's my utility vehicle for everything, and I don't care much about it. I've had it a year. My wife and I decided to make it run on ethanol. So, on a friend's advice, we started by putting in 30% ethanol and 70% gasoline. Then, we went up to 40, then 50 until we reached 100% ethanol. Interestingly, this Honda HR-V runs on 100% ethanol with no modifications or reprogramming. The craziest part is that it works well, though there are still a few small drawbacks. In winter mornings, it struggles. You turn the key, it stalls again and again. We wait a good 5 minutes in the morning before leaving. It's basically the time it takes for the engine control unit to automatically figure out what's working and what isn't. Since E85 is a leaner fuel than 100 or 98, the HR-V runs a bit lean. So, for 5 minutes it goes 100 0 revolutions per minute, 100 revolutions per minute, 100 0 revolutions per minute, 100 revolutions per minute. And after 5 minutes it settles down and automatically manages to adjust itself. And after that, it's fine. After 5 minutes, you can hit the road. There's no problem. You have all the power. The car runs perfectly. For this vehicle, 98 to 100% ethanol, no modification needed. Waiting 5 minutes in the morning lets you pay half for fuel with no changes. It's honestly worth it. As I said, if the engine breaks down, I won't be very disappointed. A used engine for this vehicle costs between 200 and 300 euros. And given Honda's reliability, I trust them. If the engine is well lubricated normally, there shouldn't be any problems. We've driven this vehicle for a year without modifications, only having minor winter issues. Then, the second vehicle I use ethanol with is this one. It's the Aufrecht Melcher Großausbach. It's the C63. I won't hide it. One day I did a test. I went up to 80% ethanol, 20% gasoline, and I had a little problem. The check engine light came on. I diagnosed it to see what was wrong. And actually, it showed me that on ramp 2 of the V8, it was underfueled, which is normal since it was E85. So, I cleared the check engine light and went to the gas station. Well, I drove a bit beforehand anyway to get rid of the fuel. It didn't happen again. Afterwards, I felt like, I don't know if it was just in my head or not, that it was running a little rough. I felt like it had a bit less power. I had slightly less power than its Sampo 98. That also makes sense since 98 is a better fuel. I removed the 80% ethanol refilled with gasoline and had no more issues. On newer vehicles, I didn't have the adjustment issue before leaving because a colleague told me, since there are more lambda sensors, the car calculates faster. Actually, the deficit of E85 compared to Super Petrol 98. So, as a result, I told myself I would limit it a bit anyway. So, I'll just use 50% ethanol, for example. Since I started doing that, I've had no issues. The downside is there's little ethanol near me. I can't always use much, but when I visit a nearby station with ethanol, I go without hesitation, and then I put in 20 or 30 liters at most. I have a 60-liter tank, so I put in 30 liters. Every time I used 50% ethanol, I had no problems. I know that with big engines like this, technically, you can put in a bit of ethanol up to 50%. It doesn't cause any problems. It mixes with the 98. There's no issue at all. After that, well, that's just me. It's my vehicles. My point is simple. For me, in all gasoline cars, except for the old ones with carburetors or something like that, I don't know. But in all gasoline cars that have at least electronic injection, I think you can easily drive without any problem, with between 30% and 50% ethanol, without making any modifications. No, just to remind you, the Aufrecht Melcher Großausbach doesn't have an ethanol map. None of my vehicles are fully compatible with ethanol. No flex fuel, nothing at all. So, for me, you can drive with up to 50% ethanol. The car will more or less react and adjust to the fuel you give it. But personally, I've never had any problems. Afterwards, like I said, that's just my opinion. It only concerns me. I'm just sharing with you what I do with my vehicles. And I know that when I see at the pump 60, 70 cents per liter of fuel, and with 20 euros, I've almost filled half my tank. Filling up the Aufrecht Melcher Großausbach for $50 feels great. Mixing some 98 and ethanol, you know, the baby helps. 25 liters per 100 kilo. So supposedly it would use more since the car compensates, right? Personally, I can't say if I notice a difference on the onboard computer between 25 and 27 liters per 100. I'm not sure if I press the accelerator or if the car compensates by itself. My point is that with a recent car, you can go up to 50% without any problem. With old cars, where you don't really care, 90 to 100% works just fine. And there you go, you'll save money on your fill-up. So, I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope this video made you want to run on ethanol, since it's a pure, less polluting fuel, according to what our big bosses tell us. Because, yeah, running on beet, well, it's cool. Oh yeah, but it stinks. It smells way worse from the exhaust than gasoline. And you can even smell it on the highway. When you have someone driving in front of you running the 100% on ethanol, it gets into your car. It stinks. It's just awful. But hey, we pay less. We don't give a damn. I'll even show you how to put ethanol in a car. Look, it's super simple. So we start by opening the gas tank. So far, so good. You see, it's written in Chinese, it's a knockoff. We take this super ethanol, put it in the car, and press the button. And that, I swear to you, is priceless. Putting more fuel than money, it's pure happiness. So, there was about a quarter tank of gas left in the tank. And I'm going to show you exactly the total of how much I paid. There you go, I stop at 20 euros of ethanol, that's almost 28 liters. Now, I'm switching to 98, here we go. It's not the same price right away, it's a little more expensive. So, 53.10 euros for a full tank, even though I still had a quarter left. And there you go, we're off now. Just for laughs, it's giving me 508 kilometers of range at 19.3 liters. Here's how to save money without filling up your tank. I hope this video was helpful to you, that it sheds some light for those who didn't know about ethanol or had questions. This was a quick little vlog to talk to you about ethanol. Because, I know it's the topic everyone is talking about right now. If you have questions, ask in the comments. Subscribe, share, and see you soon.